Champions League is back. Once again, as Tuesday and Wednesday evenings arrive, we will gather in front of our screens to follow the stadiums where the best teams in Europe battle for glory, now in the still new League and Cup format of the competition. Where will the greatest matches take place? In this video we present all the stadiums of this year's edition. We will look into each arena, from the smaller ones to the most famous. The venues are arranged from the smallest to the largest. Let's begin! StadiumDB.com presents UEFA Champions League Stadiums Season 2025-2026. Aspmyra Stadion in Bodø is an intimate venue, and its name comes from the district in which it was built. It is distinguished by its artificial turf, necessary due to the harsh climate of northern Norway, as well as the floodlight masts brought in from national Ullevål Stadium. Limassol Stadium holds 10,830 spectators, with single-tier, fully covered stands forming a compact structure. The venue serves as the home ground for three Limassol clubs, AEL, Apollon and Aris, but it is also approved for European competitions, and Pafos FC will play their Champions League matches here. Stade Louis II in Monaco was opened in 1985 on land reclaimed from the sea. The stadium holds 18,523 spectators, which is half the population of the Principality, and features an athletic track and the characteristic 9 arches behind the southern goal. Since 2008, Slavia Prague's home has been Eden Stadium, a modern 19,370-seat venue also used by the Czech national team. Its construction was preceded by decades of delays. The first plans date back to the 1970s, but building work only began in 2006. Replacement home ground for Union Saint-Gilloise, built in 1917 on the edge of what is now Astrid Park. Expanded in the 1980s with 2-tiered stands, it is recognizable for its distinctive cut corner shaped by the nearby Theo Verbeek Street. In Villarreal's tightly packed cityscape, the stadium has always appeared squeezed between surrounding buildings. A major 21st century upgrade added its signature yellow ceramic tiles, and the 2022 modernization transformed it into a unified structure with a full roof over all stands. After the 2019-2024 reconstruction, Stadio di Bergamo has a rectangular, typically football-oriented layout. The stadium accommodates 23,439 spectators, with most folding seats in dark blue. Stadio di Bergamo is located in the northern part of the city, surrounded by residential buildings. The Almaty Stadium has been in use since 1958. Long the de facto national stadium and home to Kazakhstan's national team, it lost that role in 2009. Today it serves as Kairat's home ground, and in 2012 hosted the Bandy World Championship. After winning the Belgian Championship in 1973, Club Brugge decided to build a new venue. In preparation for Euro 2000, the stands behind the goals were expanded, although today only 29,062 seats are in use due to safety reasons. Ulrich Haberland Stadion, opened in 1956, underwent a major reconstruction in the 1990s and became a modern sports arena. Since 1998, the venue has been known as Puskás Aréna. Another expansion brought the addition of a second tier of stands and a distinctive roof, whose shape was intended to resemble an aspirin tablet. Located in Piraeus, the sports ground was originally built in 1896 as a velodrome for the Olympic Games. Over time, it became the home of Olympiacos, and in the 1960s, it was converted into a football stadium. Ahead of the Athens Olympics in 2004, it was almost completely demolished and rebuilt within 14 months in a football-specific form. In Eindhoven, a venue was built in 1913 that initially accommodated only 300 people. Its greatest transformation came in 1995-2002. when distinctive corner stands were added and capacity exceeded 35,000. Interest in PSV matches is so great that the average attendance regularly surpasses 33,000. Copenhagen boasts a national arena whose history dates back to 1911, and its successor was opened in September 1992. From the outside, the venue resembles an office building, while inside it has a layout typical for English-style stadium with separate stands and corners filled with commercial facilities. London's Stamford Bridge was built in 1877 as an athletics venue, and only since 1905 has it served Chelsea. Since 2003, average attendance has not dropped below 41,000 spectators, meaning a near sellout at almost every game. After a long absence, the club has also returned to the Champions League. On the site of the monumental but largely empty Stadio dell'Alpi, Juventus built a new stadium. The result is a compact arena for over 41,000 spectators, with characteristic pylons in national colors supporting a roof suspended on steel cables. The history of Parc des Princes dates back to the late 19th century. The current venue was built in 1972 as a concrete shell designed by Roger Talibert, today considered visionary and legally protected. Beneath the distinctive structure are two-tiered stands where PSG fanatics traditionally occupy the Coupe de Bologne and Virage-Auteuil. In Barcelona, the situation remains uncertain, and due to the prolonged renovation, the league phase will most likely be played at Montjuic. The stadium features an athletics track and two-tiered stands. It is distinguished by facades with a dome, a tower and a marathon gate. Spotify Camp Nou is under reconstruction, with the club planning a limited return during the first phase of reopening, giving the stadium a capacity of around 60,000 seats. If everything goes according to plan, this is where Barcelona will play their knockout stage matches and the league phase. Lisbon's second-largest stadium was opened just before Euro 2004. The venue was built on the site of the old Estadio José Avalad and holds 52,000 spectators. It is the home of Sporting, which already a year after its opening played here in the UEFA Cup final, while Portugal's national team also regularly plays its matches there. We are halfway through the feature. At stadiums, it's the attendance that counts. Here, it's your support. We are aiming for 100,000 subscribers. Hit subscribe and help us fill the stands of our channel. St. James's Park in Newcastle is the oldest stadium in the northeast of England, where matches have been played since 1880. Today it is famous for its asymmetrical shape. Two stands are taller thanks to additional tiers, which allowed the creation of the largest roof in Europe supported from the outside. In Bilbao, a modern arena for over 53,000 spectators was built, which quickly became one of the city's symbols. The illuminated facade, museum, bars and VIP boxes create a lively football hub. The venue has been awarded numerous architectural prizes and was the first stadium in Europe to receive the ecological LEED certificate. The Eastlands site was first planned for 80,000-seat Olympic Stadium, but after Manchester's failed bid, it was scaled down to 35,000. Since 2011, it has been called Etihad Stadium, with the south stand already expanded and work now underway on the north. Ali Sami Yen Spor Kompleksi in Istanbul was opened in 2011 on the Seyrantepe Hill, which Galatasaray supporters christened as Lantepe Lions Hill. Today, the arena holds 53,798 spectators, offers 211 VIP boxes and has two tiers of stands. Taking as long as 11 years to complete, Stadio San Paolo was opened in 1959 as a monumental stadium for almost 90,000 spectators. In the following decades, it hosted Euro 1980, the 1990 World Cup, and countless concerts, and today is known as Stadio Diego Maradona. Another stadium named after a football legend is the Johan Cruyff Arena. Opened in 1996, it was the first stadium in Europe with a retractable roof. From the beginning, it has been regarded as a model of multifunctionality. The venue also hosts concerts and major international events, including Champions League and Europa League finals. The former Waldstadion opened in 1925, today known as Deutsche Bank Park, still stands among Frankfurt's trees. It gained worldwide fame thanks to its redevelopment for the 2006 World Cup, when it became the first stadium in the world with a retractable roof based on a cable system. Today it holds 58,000 spectators and is the home of Eintracht. Emirates Stadium was opened as the second largest stadium in the Premier League and the third largest in all of England. Initially known as Ashburton Grove, it soon gained a sponsor, Emirates Airlines, which paid £42 million for the naming rights deal. The venue is regarded as a model for generating matchday revenues. In the heart of Liverpool stands the arena whose capacity after the latest modernizations has exceeded 61,000 seats. 4 stands, including the dominant main stand and Anfield Road stand, form a closed ball around the pitch. The whole structure is kept in a characteristic brick red style, with light grey roofs and glass elements in the new stands. In the north of London, on the site of the former White Hart Lane, one of the most modern stadiums in the world was built. The Spurs Arena is distinguished by its revolutionary retractable pitch system. The facade combines steel, glass and concrete, while inside the south stand dominates, the largest single-tier stand in the UK, with 17,500 seats. In Lisbon, the Stadium of Light was built, designed by Damon Lavelle from HOK Sport. The polycarbonate roof lets sunlight through, while 4 steel arches 43 meters high give the stadium its distinctive wave-like silhouette. Opened in 2003, Estadio da Luz today accommodates 64,642 spectators and is the home of Benfica. Marseille Stade Vélodrome is a stadium that combines history with modernity. Its stands are divided into 3 tiers, and the whole is crowded with a vast, undulating roof resembling a white umbrella. The venue also serves rugby and major international events. The stadium itself originated from a cycling track, from which it took its name. Karabak's replacement stadium in Baku was built with major events in mind and holds nearly 70,000 spectators. The national arena is circular in shape, with 3 tiered stands along the pitch and lower ones behind the goals. Its outer facade is made of ETFE cushions, illuminated at night to create the effect of a giant screen. The new Atletico Madrid stadium grew out of a former athletics venue. With its reconstruction completed only in the summer of 2017, the arena offers extensive facilities and one of the largest business zones in Spain. It is crowned by a monumental roof which ripples around the arena, turning into a luminous screen at night. On the northern outskirts of Munich stands Allianz Arena, a stadium recognizable from afar thanks to its extraordinary facade of over 2,700 ETFE4 panels. These can glow in 16 million colors, turning the arena into a giant screen visible even from the Alps. Inside, 3 tiers of stands hold more than 75,000 spectators, while the heart of the atmosphere remains the famous southern stand, the Südkurve. The football-specific stadium in Milan's San Siro district was built in 1925. For the first time since the 2021-22 season, the stadium in this competition is not shared by Inter and Milan. The latest upgrades have involved a hybrid pitch, skyboxes and a museum, while today the stadium's future is uncertain, although San Siro is expected to remain in use at least until the 2026 Winter Olympics. From the outside, Estadio Santiago Bernabeu has a futuristic form, resembling a rectangular oval with a silvery facade of horizontal slats. For many fans, its shape evokes associations with a sardine can, yet at the same time it is regarded as the most modern and advanced football stadium in the world. The stadium features a 360-degree screen and a special underground system for storing the pitch. Over it all rises a slightly flattened roof dome with a skywalk. In Dortmund, a stadium was built as a modest project for the 1974 World Cup, but over time it grew into one of football's greatest temples. At first it was a simple and inexpensive venue, yet it proved ideal and kept expanding along with Borussia. The highlight became the southern stand, the legendary Südtribüne, the world's largest standing terrace known as the Yellow Wall. In 2026, the Champions League final will be played at Puskás Aréna in Budapest. Opened in 2019 on the site of the old National Stadium, it holds 67,215 spectators. Who will reach that final? Share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe and help us fill the stands of our channel. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.